Hi and good morning, everyone. This is today's lesson 4 for getting ready for 5th grade. It is dividing by tens, so we are using our zero rule. Like yesterday, what I want you to do is stop the video and copy from the picture I sent in WhatsApp so that while you're watching the video, you can follow through with the instructions and the steps. So I'm hoping that you've already paused the video, copied your notes so that you can follow along with the explanation and with the steps to dividing with zeros. So today we are talking about using patterns and basic facts to divide. When problem solving, identify the calculation within the word problem, and then you're going to break down the division. So today's lessons are basically using the zero rule, but extending it to using the zero rule with zeros in both the dividend and the divisor. So if you look at the bottom, I've given you your 3 steps on how to divide with zeros on both sides, okay? To begin with, if there is a 0 on this side, you're gonna use both these numbers as your basic fact, okay? And you would have to use 2 or more numbers on this side for your basic facts. So here, I've already underlined your basic facts, which are 20 and 10. 20 and 10 are related because the basic fact for 20 is 10 and 2. So I've underlined 20. We're going to divide 20 by 10. And remember, it has to be a basic fact. It has to be divisible. So I divide 20 divided by 10 and it gives me 2. That is my first answer in my quotient. Then my next step would be to look at the remaining zeros. So I've used this number, and the only thing left I have is this 1 0. So I'm going to transfer the remaining zeros to my quotient, as you see, step 2, and I'm done. Not quite. Here, I need to make sure that my division is correct by multiplying. So I take my quotient and I multiply it times my divisor. 20 times 10 does give me 200, so this zero rule calculation is correct. On the back, I have written 2 more examples to show you yet again the steps. So here in this problem, I'm dividing 9,000 divided by 30. Again, I'm gonna find my basic facts. So here, my basic fact here is 30. I'm gonna use 30. Here, my basic fact is 90. And I can divide 90 divided by 30, which would give me 3. The remaining zeros are crossed out and transferred over to my quotient. And this is my final answer. I can check it by multiplying 300 times 30. When I do that, zero times 0 is 0, 0 times 0 is 0, 0 times 3 is 0. Done with this one, placeholder. 3 times 0 is 0, 3 times 0 is 0, 3 times 3 is 9, and I'm sorry it's so close. I didn't give myself enough space. And when I add, my answer checks out. Here again, I've got 1 0 in my divisor, so I'm gonna use that with 1 0 on this side. Notice how I used 320 and not just 32. I'm using 1 0 on this side, which I'm always going to use. I need to use 1 0 from this side so that these zeros cancel out. 320 divided by 80 is 4, because 4 times 8 is 32. I'm gonna write it right here. I'm so sorry that it's bumping into one another. And I'm left with 1 0 here, no zeros on this side, so I'm gonna add that there. And I'm gonna now check my work. 80 times 40 should give me 3,200. 0 times 0 is 0. 0 times 8 is 0. I'm done. Placeholder, 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 8 is 32. And when I add, I get 3,200. This is today's lesson. Please make sure that you are very careful. You're always going to underline the entire divisor, and you're always going to use 1 0 from this side so that you can correctly divide. Remember that on today's lesson 4 worksheet that you'll find on Teams, You're only doing even only. Tomorrow, I will send you the answer key so that you can double check your work. Please remember that today I will be unavailable between 11 and 4 as I'll be picking up my classroom. If you have any further questions, please make sure to text me, and as soon as I get a chance, I will call you back. Have a great day, guys. And yesterday was an absolutely beautiful day for me. I really felt the love, and I always feel the love, but yesterday it was just extra special. Have a great day. Thanks again, and I hope you have a fantastic lesson.